One of the most common questions I get as an expat financial advisor is, can I still get a mortgage in the UK if I live overseas? The short answer is yes, but there is a bit more to it than that. As a financial advisor working mostly with British expats, I help people every day who want to invest in property back home, whether it's for future relocation, rental income, or just putting their money somewhere outside of the jurisdiction that they currently live. Many people don't realise that getting a mortgage is still very possible even if you're not living in the UK. Historically, it has been more difficult than it is today to get a mortgage as an expat. So the risk is that a lot of expats don't even think it's possible, or they put it off, thinking it's too hard to secure, so they don't even consider it as an option. Missing out on this opportunity means you might lose the chance to secure long-term value in one of the world's most reliable housing markets. So if you are an expat and considering buying property in the UK, here are 3 key things I walk my clients through from a finance or mortgage perspective. Number 1, specialist lenders are your best friend. High street banks often say no to expats, so the big banks that you're familiar with, Lloyds, Barclays, Halifax, they will not lend to anybody living outside of the UK currently, but there are many lenders who do focus on expat mortgages, and they're maybe less well known. They understand foreign income, tax in different countries, and even income structures that may be not so familiar to your average UK high street bank. We've helped many clients go from the big bank saying no to getting accepted for a mortgage on their dream home just by speaking to the right lender. Step number 2, be ready for more documentation. Lenders want extra reassurance for expats that you are a reliable borrower, and that means extra paperwork and extra verifications around income, tax returns, potentially even residency documents or work permits for the country that you live in. It's all part of the process, and it can feel like a mountain at first, but with the right guidance or professional in your corner, it can be very smooth and manageable. Step number 3, affordability assessment is not the same as if you were getting a mortgage as a UK resident, and this is largely due to the higher perceived risk of dealing with an expat and the fact that you're likely paid in a different currency. So this changes how banks assess your affordability. What can catch expats out is that they're potentially earning a very high salary in their country of residence, which if they were earning the direct equivalent in GBP as a UK resident, could allow them to borrow X amount of money. But it doesn't directly translate if you're an expat. If you earn in foreign currency, lenders will factor in an exchange rate and potentially deduct from your income, which is understandable as the banks need to ensure that the mortgage remains affordable over the whole duration of the loan. There's also differences in what types of income the banks will even count. Will they accept your bonus income? Will they accept you if you're a partner in a law firm, for example, and you have profit share and allowances as well as a salary? So this is where tailored advice is so important. What can catch expats out is that they Google who will lend me money as an expat, and they go to apply directly, and they go through the whole application process only to find out later down the line a large portion of their income is not even counted. They can't borrow the amount they need, and they can't buy the property that they want to buy. So if you're thinking about buying a property as an expat, these are the basics, but they're absolutely essential to get right. So don't go it alone. Always engage with a expat financial planner or mortgage broker. Something I've learned through helping expats with getting a home loan in the UK is usually where there's complexity, there is opportunity as well. Most people back away from trying to get a mortgage in the UK as it might look too difficult to do it by themselves. But if you get the right professional support, you can often find yourself in an advantageous position that others miss.